Well, hello, my name is Gant and welcome back to Lucid9. Last time, we were, getting along together with our friends. We went to the cafe, Yahiko ordered some drinks, we played some D&D, basically. And yeah, everything's been, a good time already. Which, irritated me last time because I'm like, when is this game gonna be done? Then I got a comment from my last video, well, two videos ago, because I am from the future. Ooh, yeah, I'm like ahead like one episode. So I saw the comment and I'm like, really? It goes on forever? This is only the first part? Fuck. Alrighty. So let's just, let's just tough it out. Because like I thought it was gonna end, but you know what? I'm kind of happy. I don't have to end the series right away. Yeah, you're rambling again. Start the fucking episode. Okay. So, where were we? So, hypothetically speaking, what would you do if all the politicians suddenly turned into chairs? Seriously, Kara, the first thing we do is fucking chairs. Fuck, I don't really remember what I did last time, but fuck it, let's continue. Well, they'll at least be somewhat useful. The authorities do the best they can, Are they at least comfy chairs? If they are, I'll vote for them. How can people turn into chairs? Then again, some topics of discussions are questionable. Hey dude, staring at the lovely angels I see. What? Don't you fret, my good man. I know precisely what you're thinking. You wanna woo one of them, don't you? I really don't. Well, you're in luck, because for a limited time offer, Wait, really? I glanced at the others. They seemed to be immersed in conversation, filling the cafe with a pleasant buzz. Maybe now's my chance to have a little chat with Yahiko. Say, Yahiko. I paused for a moment, trying to find the right words. I was wondering, you never figured out why Ryota, Mr. Ryota, we never figured out Ryota's motives. Do you happen to know? As I fumble awkwardly with the message, Yahiko interrupts me. It's fine, dude. I get it. It's kinda hard to think about, 5 people I know, all gone. His smiles painfully forced. Anyway, I don't understand all of these killings. But when I was talking with my mom and dad about it, they got totally stressed. I don't know, it really doesn't make any sense. The police don't seem to have a clue either. I mean, apparently Mr. Ryota's an immigrant, but why? Why would he kill 4 kids for no reason? Let me tell you something, Yahiko. Serial killers do not have a good reason. Even if they have a reason like, oh, they were pretty and I needed to rip their flesh off and put it on myself for their prettiness. You know what I mean? Like, they have reasons. They're just not good ones. His voice becomes gradually strained, halting all activities in the cafe. Everyone turns to Yahiko, open mouth, no doubt taken aback at the sudden gravity in his tone. Then, in one blink of an eye, Yahiko's face suddenly flashes back into his trademark grin, without a hint of a shadow. What bothers you so, my good minions? Have I captured your hearts? A moment of silence follows. I can see the hesitation on everyone's faces, the hesitation of wanting to help Yahiko, but not knowing how. His toothy smile, his ignorant front, it's an impenetrable wall that's impossible to break down. It is possible to help him when he doesn't really want it. Is it possible to help him when he really doesn't want it? It doesn't seem so. Eventually, the group awkwardly returns to conversation, and Yahiko's shoulders slumps just slightly in relief. It's jarring to see his personality switch at the bat of an eye, but maybe that's his coping mechanism, just like mine is standing from afar mocking anything I can. Sorry, dude. Anyway, there's a lot of things about Ryota that still doesn't make sense. It gives me a bad feeling. Kinda like seeing a guy in a French maid-out costume, you know? No, I can't say I do. I'm looking into it. Aiko deserves that much. Thanks, dude. Hey, last sandwich, any takers? We turn back to the commotion of the rest of the group. The trays are almost completely picked clean. Well, that was fast. I guess the cafe's quality speaks for itself. I'll have it. Sandwich? I'd like it. I'd like it. The food is quite delicious. I'm also still pretty hungry. Then there's only one way to solve this. A competition! On second thought, I don't want any more. Me neither. Meh. I didn't even say what the competition is yet. What is it? Well, you know, a real man's fair, so... How about a riddle game? A what? Honor student and all, Masato? I'm pretty sure that Ari can beat you on that front. She's probably one of the most observant people I know. Ooh, I know some great riddles! Why don't we have Rui give the riddles? I doubt any of Akira's riddles would be understandable. Oh, okay. Masato marches in front of Rui, eyebrows focused, and a harsh line on his head. Ari only stares blankly with a quirk of her head. The rest of us gather around them in slight interest. Let me see. There are 10-foot chains nailed to a wall. The center dips down 5 feet. How far are the ends from each other? Ah, they're on the same nail. If the center is down 5 feet, that means that it's going down and up, total to 10 feet, which is the length of the chain. Well, you're right, Masato. That was quick. Why would a chain be nailed to a wall? Huh. You know, maybe there's some merit to Masato choosing a riddle competition. Okay, next. Okay, a young woman is attending her mom's funeral when she meets a man who she falls in love with, but after the funeral, she can't find him. A couple of days later, she kills her sister. Why? What? Why the hell would you do something like that against your own flesh and blood? That is a dumb riddle. You know that it's purely hypothetical, right? Tch, ain't no kind of answer for the disgusting riddle. Didn't the woman want to meet the man at her Didn't the woman want to meet the man at her sister's funeral? A pregnant pause fills the room. Yeah? Rui, is that the psychopath test? Maybe she heard it before? Just look at her fucking Peach. Peach! I don't need a sandwich. I got endless supplies of peaches! The hell? It's dumb. It's what it is. What kind of smacky dumber kills her family for some shallow love at first sight? Tch, bad riddle. Next, Ruri. Okay, Mr. Pushy. Oh, I know. 4 old men sat down to play. They played all night till break of day. They played for cash and not for fun, with separate scores for everyone. When it comes to square accounts, they all made the same amount. Not one lost and all gained. Now that you heard, can you explain? The riddle has the entire group racking their brains. Same amount? Played for cash? Maybe by a highly improbable chance? Oh, I see. That's quite clever, Ruby. Oh, what's the answer? Simply put, the men. No, shut up till I solve this. Elizabeth snorts and rolls her eyes, but stays quiet. Masato begins to pace in agitation as Aries stares longingly at the sandwich. I would have just taken the fucking sandwich, you know? But Masato would have beat the shit out of Ari, I don't know why. Oh, I know. They're playing Day Pay. The bank robbery game? Yes, they played for cash. They had separate scores, but they earned the same amounts. As sensible as that is, I highly doubt that this riddle has anything to do with video games. Sorry, that's not technically the answer. Oh? I'm pretty sure that a dozen kittens just died at that moment. A dozen kittens? Yeah, how could you make Ari sad, Ruby? Like, shit. It's okay, Ari. It's okay. I'm like moving my mouse to like pat her on the head. It's okay. It's okay. Ah, got it, Ruby. The men are all musicians. Different scores, same amount. Playing from night to day. Yep, Masato 2 points, Ari 1. Ha! Knew it. As Ruby shuffles through riddles that she knows, the rest of us lean forward. Even though Masato and Ari are technically the only ones competing, these riddles are interesting enough for us to try. You're woken up at 4 AM by a knock on your door. It's from a friend who came for breakfast. You have bread, jam, bacon, and eggs. What do you open first? The door? This time, there's not even a pause for deliberation. Everything at once, of course. Ain't no skipping on hospitality. No, sorry. It's not even physically possible to open 4 containers simultaneously. You ain't ever been really hungry, have you? Okay, Ari, your answer? Don't you open the door first? Otherwise, your friend will be outside. That's right. Ugh. Oh, damn. Should've seen that one. At least he has the dignity to acknowledge this loss. You know what this means? Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a tiebreaker! Can I hear it for Team Marvelous Masa? Ah, yeah! Wait, no. Oh, yeah! The cafe falls into a deadly hush. Time ticks on. Oh, right! How about Team Tiny Girl with an infinite stomach? Woo! Go Ari! Think with brains and think with minds. Go and kick Masa's behind. I'm getting a sudden sense of deja vu. Well, Judge Ruri, it's up to you to determine the fate of this matchup. That's a lot of pressure. It looks like this will be the riddle of a lifetime. Okay, let me think. She ponders for a moment in the stillness of the cafe, then clears her throat. Poor people have it, rich people need it. If you eat it, you die. What is it? Masato opens his mouth, but Ari beats him to the punch. Drugs. Drugs. Another silence. What exactly has Ari been through in life? Poor people have it, rich people need it. If you eat it, you die. It's drugs. Well, I mean, technically speaking, she's not wrong. Ruri quickly whips to Masato with a pleading look. Masato, what's your entry? Masato stands quietly, and for a brief second, it seems like a huge burden is on his shoulders. We wait in poised silence for his fateful reply. Finally, he opens his eyes, immaculating every syllable with crispness. The answer is nothing. Poor people have nothing. Rich people need nothing. And if you eat nothing, you die. The sonic stillness falls upon the cafe. Something about his words seems unnaturally heavy. And then Akira breaks the tension with a loud, enthusiastic round of claps. Well, darn my socks! Looks like we got ourselves a winner. Yes, right. Rui quickly snatches the lonely sandwich from its plate and thrusts it toward Masato. I hereby bestow upon thee the final sandwich. Go, eat, have fun. Drugs isn't the right answer? Most people won't think of drugs. Does that make you wrong? Here we go. Deep Questions by Ari Hiraga. Ari grins in a panicked manner and promptly grabs my sleeves. Well, it's been fun, guys, but isn't it getting awfully late? Wow, I'm suddenly so tired. It must be my leg. And I gotta head back. Curfew. In that case, it would be efficient to all walk back together. No! Misaki, Elizabeth, Ari, Yahiko. Bathroom. Time for some girl talk. Wait, why Yahiko? What the fuck? Oh yes, of course. Wait, why am I included? And boy oh boy, Masato is getting... Masato, it's getting really late. You should run back as fast as possible right now. Huh? Nah, I'll just walk with... Oh, Masato, my man, let's go. And without warning, Yahiko once again grapples Masato's arm and drags him out of the door. I'm not sure what caused this abrupt action, given the fact that he should love being alone with a group of girls. Just after their sudden exit, Akira leads the other girls into the women's bathroom without another word, leaving Rui and I alone. Wow, that was really subtle. Subtle? Subtle? Stubble? I don't know, okay? Fuck off. Incredibly stubble. Fuck. They should become national spies. Or international. We pause. A sudden idea seizes my mind. A bit random and spontaneous, but even so. Say, Rui, can you come with me? Where to? The cemetery. It's been hovering in the back of my mind for the past 3 months. You mean? Yeah. Are you sure? I mean, up until now, I thought you didn't. I wouldn't want to. You wouldn't be? I want you to come with me. Okay, let's go. We head to the subway and board it in silence, riding north along the side of the river. All it takes is sparking the subway and crossing the bridge, and we arrive. Where the fuck? Oh, we're gonna visit his sister, probably, right? I think so, right? That's the only explanation. I don't see why. And you better kiss. This better be like, you know what I mean? Like, at least be like end of chapter 1 or something, because you know the game's not ending soon. Just be like end of chapter 1. We'll see you next time, space cowboys. The air is beautiful here, but cold. Maybe it's solely due to the sight of an endless stretch of memorial stones, but the light feels fidget against my skin. I pull my jacket tightly around me and navigate the cemetery. Although it's been a long time, years, my footsteps easily find their way. Ruri lays a gentle hand on my arm, confronting but not obstructing. On another day, I might stop and muse how many stones, how many different stories, lies just in this one spot. Each engraving, a different life, each monument, a different family history. I'm not gonna lie, I feel this way, cause here in East Los we have a cemetery, right? And there's a track around it called the Evergreen Cemetery, and there's the Evergreen track like around it, right? It's outside the cemetery, but like it stretches the whole cemetery. And I used to run that shit, man, and I would just look to my right and all the gravestones would be there. And I'm not gonna lie, you do think about like, wow, each of these people have a story. And sometimes you can make out the years too, like, I saw one where a guy died in 1901, and you're like, wow, how long has the cemetery been here? You know what I mean? It's just crazy to think of the history that is right under the ground of all of these people. Stories, basically. Just like you and me. Like, I may not know you, and you may not know me, but we're going through a story right now. Like an open book. Which is, you know, fucking crazy. Yeah, you're rambling again. I know I'm rambling, okay? But this time it's important. Alrighty, you know what? Let's continue. Each engraving, a different life. Each monument, a different family history. But in this moment, I focus on just one thing. I pull to a stop in front of a marker by a boundary of trees, where a large stone looms from the ground, breast letters carved into its surface. Ishimoto's family grave. Misaki Ishimoto, February 1999 to January 2008. She was 8 when she died. No, wait, no. She was 7, about to be 8. No, wait, 8. She was about to be 9. Yeah, she was about to be 9. Dude, that's fucking crazy. I was born in September 1999. What the fuck, man? Ugh, it weirds me out a little bit. The business card disposition next to the grave is stacked, long neglected over the years. I absently shuffled through a few of them. Reporters, more reporters, teachers from our school, more reporters. This is the only mark that she made. A story in breaking news, significant for just a fleeting moment. She could have grown up to be so much more, but instead, she was just a kid who suffered a tragedy. 3 months ago, maybe I would have been furious at the world. No, 3 months ago, I was definitely furious at the world. But now, hey sis, I'm sorry that I didn't bring any flowers or incense. Let me drink some water, hold on. Okay. Didn't even grab any water. Terrible brother, aren't I? I'm silent for a moment. Rui's fingers gently squeezes my shoulder. The wind picks up for a moment and swoops warm air against our cheeks, almost like a single breath. If I close my eyes, I can almost see Mizu's smile. Why am I saying Misaki? Mizu's smile, soft, open, with total understanding. She's still 9 years old in my head. Haven't aged a day. Somehow, I doubt that she cares about flowers and incense. So, did you get my lanterns? I probably should have visited you sooner, but written communication is the next best thing, isn't it? Silence again. I swallow past the lump in my throat. Been having some problems about that day, as you probably know. I've always wished that you lived and that I died. Always. Who knows? Maybe if you were still around, no one would have gotten hurt. Maybe you would have caught Ryota before Shigori and I could have blinked. That sounds like you. The 9-year-old girl in my head frowns impetuously, almost as if to say, Yams, you're totally underestimating yourself. It's okay, sis. I think I finally realized moping around doesn't change the past. Pretty sad, huh? You'd think it'd be obvious, considering that I can't time travel or anything. But I think, in some way, all I wanted to do, really, was remember you. Even if it meant being miserable all the time. Rui's face is coated with tears, but she doesn't say a word. I don't know why she's crying, but something about the sight is touching. So, I think I'm finally ready. I'll be moving on, sis. Sorry to leave you behind. Or, is it actually that you've gone on ahead and you're waiting? I don't know, but I think you can trust me. Not necessarily because of me, but because this girl, The one standing next to me. She's my best friend, and she has more responsibility than the both of us combined. She's really precious to me, so I'm sure you can trust her. I pause awkwardly, looking down at the stone. It feels so empty. No flowers, no food, nothing. I'll, see you later. I step away from the gravestone, but Rui suddenly darts forward. Mizu! Sorry. Mizu! I just wanted to say, thank you, Mizu. Thank you for protecting Yama. He means a lot, so much to so many people. You're a hero, Mizu. So thank you. I feel like you should know that you didn't make a bad choice. Yama is really cool. So sleep well, okay? I hope we get to meet someday. She steps away from the stone. I stare at her, flabbergasted. That was quite possibly the highest praise I have ever received from someone. And she said it in front of Mizu. What? It's true. Thanks? She shuffles awkwardly for a moment, then shrugs. We stare at the ground, suddenly intent on studying our shoes. Finally, Ruri slides into the nearest bench, set up beneath the tree. She leans her head backwards and stares at the sky. Why don't we rest for a bit? I sit on the opposite side of the bench, staring straight ahead. We remain in silence as the breeze brush past, our hands folded neatly, almost formally, in our laps. At this moment, I'm keenly aware of the fact that something between us has drastically changed. It's not change that can be verbalized. It's something abstract, snug, but coiled. Like someone's taking the air between us and stretching it over our warm hearth. Yama? I almost jump in surprise. Huh? She paused for a moment. The tension expands. I keep my eyes on the long columns of stones. I hear a slight shift of fabric, like Rui's taking something out of her jacket, and then a hollow, light cluck. From my periphery, I see her pushing something towards me, something that scratches gently against the bench. Ruri withdraws her hands and turns her head away from me without a word. Hesitantly, I reach out and pick up the object. It's a small, long box wrapped in gold paper and topped with a crinkly silver bow. It's for you. I pause for a moment, my throat dry. So I gathered. Not like anyone else is around here. Ruri remains silent, her face turned away. I gingerly raise the box and shake it against my ear. No sound. It's not like it'll explode or anything, idiot. She's not even looking, and she can tell what I'm doing. That's pretty remarkable. How many fingers am I holding up? Oh, come on, just open it. I pull the ribbon loose, and work my fingers into the paper, steadily separating the creases. A black box slides out of the wrapping and lands in my hands. It has no branding, but it's weightless in my palms. It exudes a sense of importance. What is it? If you opened it, you know. I lift the lid of the box, a tiny part of me expecting to see some kind of bomb. But no, it's not a bomb. It's a pen. What the fuck am I gonna do with a pen, Ruri? Like, what the fuck? It's a pen. The pen is mightier than the sword. Yeah, for fucking nerds. Shit. Stupida. What, a pen? Ruri? you know what, Ruri? I'm gonna become a murderer. Just stab the pen right in your eye. What the fuck is up with the pen? And there's fucking Yama's like, Ruri, I needed this. This is for my pen collection. In fact, it's a very expensive looking pen with a marble cobalt barrel and trimming of silver on either end. I gently pick it up, its velour lining, examining it in the scarlet sunlight. It lies heavily in the creases of my fingers. almost as if it's pressing life directly in my skin. Everything about this pen just screams money, and somehow, I don't think Yahiko bought this one. I placed the pen back in the case, clearing my throat. Suddenly, it's practically impossible to look at Rui. Thanks. I tried to say, thanks for the pen. Thanks for everything. The word stops short in my throat. I awkwardly cough. Wow. You opened it? This is pretty shiny. Do you like it? Well, yeah, it's really nice. Stupid. It's a nice pen, but it's more than that. How long has it been since I made that one dumb offhand comment in the amusement park? Embrace the future, Yama. This is the okay, it's Misaki, sorry. Embrace the future, Yama. This is the ideal of technology. I'll stick with pen and paper, thanks. Huh, are you an old man? You don't even use pen and paper. I would if I had a pen that worked. Wait. You can always, I don't know, buy one? Now, why would I do that? Really? Fucking Rui? What? She remembered something like that? It was a pen! It's a pinche pen! What the fuck? Okay. I'm not gonna lie, someone's out there is watching this video and being like, "Aw, she bought him a pen because she remembered." But to me, it's like, what the fuck? It's a pen. What the fuck am I gonna do with a pinche pen? Write raps? Write in my life journal? Write poetry? Write to my parents? My dearest mother. Blah blah blah. It's a pen. Have Rui been thinking about something so insignificant all this time? My fingers shake as I press the lid over the box, mind racing too fast to track. Rui cares. I've known about it for a long time, but she remembers something random, something trivial, something that really didn't matter. No one even uses pens anymore. No one with common sense, that is. And yet, she prioritized it. She invested in it. For whose sake? Mine? I don't even know how to properly thank her, or if I can even properly thank her. I turn to her, gripping the box tightly in my hands, grasping for words. Rui. Wait! Before you say anything, I want to tell you, I have something to tell you. But she's still facing away from me, stubbornly keeping her eyes on the stones. I only sit in numb silence. So I was thinking about, when we argued. And I guess I realized that I don't really give you enough credit. Not out loud, at least. So I just want to say thank you. I guess I've been saying it a lot recently, but you can never hear too much encouragement, right? Why? Why is she thanking me? She's already she's already complimented me in front of Mizu, and now? And just so you know, well, everyone might tease us about it, but this is just a gift between friends. I'm just so grateful. It sounds so cheesy, but I'm thankful that you protected me. In the classroom with Mr. Ryota, I felt so alone. I didn't think anyone would come for me. But there's always hope, isn't there? No matter what. Anyways, all that was to say that this is a gift with no strings attached. I just want you to use it well. And I know now that you'll always protect me anyway. She turns to me, the last remnants of the sun seeping through her hair in a river of fire. Every facet of her face lights up in a smile, pure, childlike joy, simple to the heart. Thank you, Yama. You're my best friend. And that moment becomes still. It's funny. To another person, maybe that sentence would be offensive. I'm your best friend. That's it? That's all I mean to you after so many years? But to me, it feels like the greatest gift I can ever imagine. Yeah, Yama, because she was trying so fucking hard to get your attention. Now she friend-zoned you, and right now you're either like, huh, I do have a good friend, or, well, shit, I missed my chance. Because I wanted to keep the friendship, now I'm fucking attracted to her. Damn it, Yama, I hope you're not like, but I kinda like her. No, okay? I don't wanna hear this bullshit, okay? You're friends, that's it. But to me, it feels like the greatest gift I can ever imagine. After Mizu, I never thought I could be normal again. I never thought that I could laugh, have fun, or tell stupid jokes to my close circle of friends. To be honest, I never thought that I would have friends at all. Life was empty, gray. I practically live in the distant corner of the school playground. I could never grow up as a normal kid, not anymore. No one would want to be friends with dopey, boring Yama Ishimoto. At least, that's what I believed. The wind gently brushes in a current that threads through us, whispering through the fabric into a time that never ends. Our eyes are locked, but not in tension, not even in weariness. It is peace, a baseline, earthy peace that feels unshakable, a sense of security that can't be replaced. I feel the corners of my lips slowly tongue upwards, pulled, unbidden by something light and warm, and my eyes close and I'm laughing. Not like the you know what, when you said my eyes close and I thought you was gonna say I lean in to kiss her. I'm laughing. Not like the sarcastic chuckle that have dominated the past few weeks. Not even like the sigh of relief earlier this morning or the snort of amusement throughout the day. It's something that I haven't felt in a long time. Quiet, pure, airy, something that makes me feel like I can do anything. Is this happiness? The emotion swells inside and my grin broadens until it feels like it bursts off of my face. And then Ruri laughs. She laughed often, but this time is also different. There's no gap between her breath. And everything is fluid, almost as if it's pouring out of her. And we're just sitting there, returning back to childhood, two dorks laughing like idiots in the middle of a cemetery. It's probably disgraceful. We probably look like we're insane. But I close my eyes and I feel the sun on my face and realize that I don't care. Or rather, maybe I care about what actually matters. Ruri's laughter finally quiets and she settles back. A light brush colors her cheeks. If it's okay, can we get together tomorrow? I have something important to tell you. It should be an ominous phrase, but I can only find myself grinning. You know that you can just tell me now, right? Well... She blushes a little deeper, digging her fingers in her skirt. Like she's self-conscious about her uniform. The weather's not feeling quite right. The stars are not perfectly aligned. The horoscopes... Okay, I get it. Tomorrow it is. There's a brief pause. Ruri lowers her gaze. Well, we should get going. Ruri. Huh? You're my best friend too. She colors deeply at this, but a hint of that light, airy smile returns to her face. I know, you told Mizu, but thank you. There's so much more I want to say. She thanked me for so much, things that don't even matter, but I haven't thanked her for anything. It was because of her, make-believe, that I got by Mizu's death. It was because of her support that I've gotten by these past few years. The romance conundrum? I don't know. It seems so far away, so insignificant. I just want to show her that I'm show her the gratitude that she deserves. But I can't seem to find the right words to say. It's as if anything that comes to my mind gets lodged in there. You know what you should do, Yama? I did this to my friends, because on the last day of my high school, right? I think it was a teacher that told or someone, right, told all the high school seniors to write letters, right, and just give them to your friends or whatever. And I wrote 2 for my 2 friends, and it's things I wanted to say for a while because I've known them for like 2 years, and you know what I mean. They actually helped me out. I didn't have really like true friends. Like, I hanged out with people, but I wasn't really connecting with them. I was just there and just listening. Like, I would hang out with them, but it would never be like, you know, I'll just sit there. And I felt like, you know what I mean, like, what am I doing with these people? Like, I don't care. And I'll always, and with those group of people, I will always avoid them too. Like, I'll rather sit alone. And sometimes they'll be like, I'll sit with them, and I'm like, alright, then just leave. Then I met my friends, man, and I don't know, we hanged out, I laughed, like, actually laughed, you know? It's just crazy. Yeah, you're rambling again. I know I'm rambling, but still, I wrote letters and I gave it to them. And I think that's what Yama should do. He should use a pen to write a letter to Ruri. Let her know how much he means to her and everything, you know? I guess we'd better head back. Didn't I just say that? You might have, yes. But where are you even staying? Isn't the school closed? Well, it's not like they could kick us out without nowhere to go, so there's a temporary housing for students in an apartment complex. You're going there? Actually, I'm gonna go home. Mom and Dad arranged everything already. All my stuff's there. They're going to drive me back. I'll wait with you. No, I need to go home. It's getting dark. It's not safe for you to be around. And that makes it safer for you? I'll be fine. Don't forget to come by tomorrow, okay? I'll be there. You better. Bye. She runs over the edge of the cemetery. That lines up with the street. That eases my nerves. At the very least, she will be in public. Dude, she got taken in public. I head to my own apartment, holding this novel, airy feeling as tightly as I can. The last traces of sun soaks out the sky, replaced with a deep shade of cobalt. It's been a good day. I stop in front of my apartment, reaching towards the keypad lock. Then I hear it. Faint melodies of some classical strain are bleeding through my door. Music, coming from my apartment, the apartment I haven't been to in 3 months. The dizzy glow of ignorant happiness falls away from me all at once. I push the door open quietly, adrenaline spiking in my veins. Of course, it's not over. What, I was just complacent? I inch into my apartment at the music wobbles on. Aside from the moonlight streaming through the curtains, everything is dark. I reach out to switch on the lights, but nothing happens. The music swells to the crescendo. My hands grow clammy. I tighten them against my jacket. Something picks at the back of my neck. I whip around, squinting at the shadows. Nothing but stillness. I shuffle into the kitchen, keeping my step lights as I extract a knife from the counter, my heart pulsing in my throat. Someone's in my apartment. Could it possibly? No, he's under custody. He has to be. Shigoro would tell me if he escaped. I inch closer, tightening my shaky grip on the handle of the knife. It's Natsuki. Fuck. And then, something inches into the light, awash with silver. Good evening, Yama Ishimoto. Natsuki Tanaka leans against the window, arms crossed over her chest as she surveys me with a patronizing smile. Natsuki? Why is Natsuki here? How did she get in here? What is she doing? Did you miss me? My grip goes slack. The knife clambers to the floor. What are you doing here? I wonder. You can't just waltz into my apartment. I already have. Get out or I'm calling the police. Dude, I would've fucking stabbed her. Why are you doing my apartment? Or at least put the knife to her neck, you know? Like, I'm gonna call the police. It's like the police are not gonna get there in time. She probably knows that too. Go ahead. You believe they would listen? I fall silent at that, my head spinning too fast to track. Closing down the school, withholding information on the crime, setting up Ryota as a scarecrow immigrant. That was you. Oh dear, I could hardly take credit for such a I could hardly take credit for such a masterwork of art. No, I am just an ordinary teenage girl beset with high school drama and college entrance exams. A sudden thrill of rage races through my veins. I lunge forward, slamming my fist on the glass. Look, Tanaka, I'm not in the mood for games. Oh, that's interesting. I could have sworn you were just playing one. What? Oh, are you feigning ignorance now? I speak of the, RP, of course. How could you know? I believe we've been over this part before, Yama Ishimoto. It is hardly of any importance by this point. Oh shit. I'm sorry, that fucking scared me as she fucking gets closer. Suddenly, she twists her finger into my collar, her face dropping into a hard straight line. What really matters is your sheer ignorance. You should have heeded my words while you had the chance. Your words? That you should have stayed out of this. All of this. He releases me, shoving me back with surprising strength. I barely catch myself against the wall. I caught the serial killer. Isn't that what? Natsuki barks in harsh laughter. What? That little pawn? I wouldn't go patting myself on the back for him if I were you. I practically spoofed him into your hands. She claps hollowly. Even there's a helicopter over my fucking apartment over the place right now. Motherfucker. Okay, let's just continue. She claps hollowly. Every facet of her face aligns in a sardonic smile. Congratulations, Yama Ishimoto. You think this is the end? You aren't even close. She slides to the door with cat-like grace, tapping something on her hips. The deadly fugue cuts off abruptly. Oh, and you might want to change your key code. There's a silence. Nothing but cold, deadly silence. I sink into my sofa, waiting in the darkness of my apartment. Only one phrase trumps through my mind. Ryota's in jail. Rui's alive. So what? The press is silent. The school is closed. And according to Shigori, something's wrong with the police too. I thought I understood everything, but Natsuki's always one step ahead. I thought I was the orchestrator, but it looks like I'm just a pawn. Still too ignorant. Still too weak. I don't know what's going on. But maybe this is when that all changes. But now, I'm capable of fighting back. For Mizu, who I should have protected. For the smiles of my friends. For peace and happiness, I guess. How cliché. Maybe it's time to stop staying back, thinking that everything will go wrong. Maybe it's time to move forward. There's something behind all of these murders, and I have to figure out what that something is. And I can't do it alone, but I guess I'm realizing that I won't need to. What the fuck? Who the fuck is that? I dream of something strange. At the time, it was perfectly clear, something so vibrant that it was almost tangible. There was smoke, something heavy in the air, a kind of blackness fills my lungs. While I was dreaming, I understood everything, but after waking up, it felt vague, a silhouette immersed in fog. I feel like I've missed something important. Normally, I would check if you know what? This is a good place to stop. You know what I mean? He just woke up, he had a dream about something, and we're gonna figure out, what's gonna happen with Natsuki. Maybe we'll go see Rui, see what she wants to talk about. And who knows? Maybe in the next couple of episodes, we'll learn everything, man. Like, what's wrong with the police? What's wrong with the government? What the fuck is up with Natsuki? And now that I think about it, what the fuck was the Crimson Crusade? Are they you know what I mean? Do they know everything? You know what I mean? Like, do they know about the corruption in the police and maybe they're trying to stop Natsuki? Or maybe they're just someone that like, they saw Ishimoto and they're like, you know what? He could be the one to help this fucked up city. I don't know, man. There's so much to think about because I'm thinking about that comment. Billy, if you're there, just know that you have me thinking all these crazy conspiracies because you're like, yeah, we're just at the first part. And I'm like, what? Yeah, there's still an entirely different route. And I'm like, what? I'm like, I'm like thinking like, how could the story go? I'm thinking about the city and everything. Maybe, I don't know, maybe when this is all ends, we'll know everything. But until then, this is where I'm gonna stop the episode. I want to keep continuing. This game is so much fun. But I'm gonna have to stop right here. We're at 52 or 51 minutes if I like edit out like the beginning and the end. Because I like to like cut off like the beginning, leave like, so like you won't hear like my fan and everything. Like I put in Audacity and shit and like, you know what, why am I talking about this? Why am I talking about editing? But either way, this is gonna be so much fun. And okay, you're rambling again. Shut the fuck up. If you're not gonna play the game, shut the fuck up and leave us alone. Like, why the fuck do we want to care about your dumbass puto motherfucking ass, man? No one cares about your life. Just go. No, sure, go. Okay, so if you liked the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification to see whenever I post the next episode of Lucid 9, and leave a comment. Ah, man, this game is so good. But still, I hate the first part, and I feel like the game should have been over. Like, I know it's too early to rate the game, but I don't know. I don't think it could get to an 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. Like, this game could either be at 7 out of 10 or below. Because I hate the fucking first part. You ever seen like the first like, what is it? 10 episodes, I think? I don't know. It's whenever the Freddy the Dragon, like the last time for the amusement park, right? Like, after that, the game got really good. But before that, it was so fucking boring. At first, I'm like, should I just end the series and play something else? But it got really good. I'm not gonna lie. But unless something really drastically happens, I don't think this game will ever get a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. Maybe 8. Maybe 8 out of 10. But, you know, yeah, like I said, you're rambling. Get the fuck out of here. No one cares about you, puto. No one cares about your pinchy ideas, okay? Just go. Go. Leave. Go. Okay, I'll leave right now. So, this is farewell. And as always, bye-bye.